Hello everyone, hope you are doing good. Welcome back to another video. Today we are going to create a main screen of that uh, weather app. So let's start with the app. I have already created a dummy project where you can see I already created a gradient which I already explained in the previous video. If you want to know how that will be created, you can watch my previous video. So let's move to the next thing. So if you can see your weather app, you can see on the top it's showing the your city name and your country name. So for that we have to use a text, and in the text we are just writing down our city with a country name. So I am writing my city name with country name. Okay, so here you can see it's showing the name of that my city and country as well. Okay, for next thing we have to do an image where you can show the weather right now in your city, in your country. So for that we need an image. I already explained the SF symbols in my previous video. If you don't know where we are from adding that SF symbol, you can check out my previous video for that. So I'm using sun dot fill for that thing. Let me verify SF symbols. You can verify the name as well. So I'm going to the weather, and let's say we are using this one. Command Shift C, Command V here. Here you can see a little image of sun. So we need to put that in a Z stack, because you can see it's showing multiple screens for that, so it's hard to review. So we can just take a Z stack, Command X and Command V here. So here you can see it's only now showing on one screen. Okay, so first of all you can see Islamabad, and the image is showing on the top of that, so we have to put a spacer and check if it's working for us or not. Just remove the padding. So it's not working. Yeah, I think so. We need to put that in V stack as well, so it will not show on that. So here you can see it's now showing perfectly fine, and Islamabad PK is on the top, and on the bottom it's showing the sun image. So we need to put the padding for city as well. So we'll do the padding so it will not show on the top of that, it will have some space. After that we have put a spacer for that. So after that what we have to do, the next thing we need to have a text of that degree centigrade what is right now in our city. So for that we also need a text, and we are now right now hard coding for that, so we can use 29 degrees and see, you can see it's showing perfectly fine for that. So we can just uh, re so we can just do some refactor coding after completing the whole design. So for now we just showing all the things which we needed. So the next thing we need is to show our for Monday to Friday all the weather for that. So for that we need to have a edge tag for that, and we need a text on the top. We can use this as well without padding, and we can change this to Monday, and after that we need to show an image like that and the text as well, so we can use that thing as well. Okay, so here you can see it's showing Monday and after the image and after 29 degree. So it's not showing the right way. We have to use that on the top of that Monday, and then after that it's showing image, and after that we need to show the temperature. So for that we need to use a VStack, and here you can see it's showing perfectly fine. So for that we need Monday to Friday, so we just don't use this multiple time. We can create a new structure and we can name it weather view, weather day view, and the view, and in the body section we can just command X, command V, and what we have to do in, we can choose weather day view multiple times. So let's see, 5 days a week. So we are just using 5 days, so it's showing perfectly fine for 5 days. So the next step we have to do is to show a button on the bottom of that screen. So after this we need to have a button, which we already learned in previous lecture. We can use a text and can name it change data. So that's all we needed for that main screen, but as you can see it's not showing in a right way, like here you can not seeing the image and you are not seeing the text proper in a proper way. So we need to refactor these things one by one. So first of all we have to just change that thing. So dot foreground, so foreground color is white, so here you can see it's changed it. Also it's showing the background, so we don't need to change the background color for that, the background is fine for this. So we need to use the font is title and dot font weight stopped semi-bold. So here you can see it's showing perfectly fine that city view. So the next thing we have to show this thing as well in a proper format. So for that we have to choose the image resizable. Here you can see it's showing big image, so we have to set a frame for that. So here you can see it's showing a good image for that. Also we need to change the foreground color of the text as well. Dot white. Also we need to change the font for that as well. So it will be title 2. Title 2 is small, so I think so. Title is fine. Font weight. But semi-bold, I think so is fine. Okay. And we need to put a spacer after that. So here you can see when we put a spacer, it will goes up to that screen. So the next thing we also need to change the color of those text as well. We will change the image in the last. So dot font dot body font weight equals to medium and the foreground dot white. Also the next thing we will change the image frame dot frame width 20 height 20 as well. The last thing we need to change that foreground color as well. Dot white. Okay, perfect. So it's not showing perfectly fine. So for the last thing we also need to change a foreground for button as well. Dot background and also we need to set a frame for that. Height for that. So it's not showing perfectly fine, so we need to use a frame on top. It's showing a big button. We need to change that thing as well. So as you can see, the button is not showing perfectly, so we have to put a padding for that. Now you can see it's showing proper way with the proper spacing, but the color, I think so it's not looking good. So we need to change the background to white. So you can see it's showing in a right way. The next thing we have to change the image's color for that. So right now you can see it's showing black, so there are some properties for that. So dot rendering mode dot original, we are using this for. And the next thing we have to do with aspect dot fit. So you can see it's still showing the black. So here you can see it's still not showing the right one. I think so we are using the wrong image. I think so we can use another image which will show the right way. We can use some other image, this one. Still showing black. So here you can see we have used the right image and it's showing perfectly fine for that. We can use different images for that as well. So it's still not showing. I think we are missing something. Dot resizable and dot rendering mode to original. So here you can see it's perfectly showing fine. I think so we need to change this image as well. So we can choose this. I think so this one is fine. Okay, perfect. We can use the big image for that. I think so. Here you can see it's showing perfectly. So I think so we need to put a padding for that, so it will showing that in a good format. And here as well. So it's showing in a good format. Just we need to change the. So for that we have to write dot system, and for size we are using 15, and weight we will use medium, So here you can see it's now showing perfectly fine for that. So we have put the padding over there, and also we have put a spacer to just get some spacing, and here as well, so it will show a proper view of that thing. So I think so that's enough for today, and hopefully you enjoy the video. You can just tweak by yourself, like changing a dynamic thing, and also changing all that to Monday to Friday with different views. If you need me to do that, just comment down below, and I will create a new video where we will change in a dynamic way, and also do some other stuff like changing the background to dark to light. So hopefully you enjoy the video. That's all for today, and see you in the next video. Happy coding.